Hello rock and metal fans, welcome to Iridium Rock and Metal Reviews. Today I'm going to do, again we're going to do ranking the top songs of a year. So we're going to go 1981. Now as I noticed is obviously through the 80s is my favourite era of metal and heavy rock and metal music. You know, the 80s was me growing up as a teenager, and in a way I'm getting excited about doing these lists, but at the same time it's going to be hard because there's literally some of the albums that came out in the 80s, they're just full of songs that would right up there, and and it's going to be hard to choose 10, 11, 12 songs, my top songs, when I want to probably include 12 songs from an album, you know what I mean, one album. So it's going to be, I'm going to try not to put too many songs off the same album in the list, even though that would be the proper way of doing my top songs, but you won't want to hear an album full of being my top songs, otherwise it'd be a ridiculous list, so I've got to try and choose like the best songs from an album rather than too many off the same one, if that makes sense. So I've sort of done this. There's one band that appeared twice on this new list of 81, but everything else, there's like one song off each. But it was just murder trying to choose one song off an album of some of these. It was just, oh my God. So yeah, so that's my top 12. So I've managed to get 12, although there could have been a lot more. And we're going to go from 12 to 1. Some of these can change around as well. My one, especially all of them really could be near the top. It's so hard to try and, when you're doing your favourite songs, to try and switch them around. But without further ado, me keep rattling on, let's go. Right, my number 12 is a bit of a strange one. This hasn't appeared in any of my lists. And to tell you the truth, I haven't heard hardly any of their music, but this song was a big part of me growing up. My brother had it on a single. I used to love it. And it's from a band called April Wine. And it's a single called Just Between You and Me. It's like a ballady, really melancholy rock song. It's weird how they hit the list. I wanted to include it because I loved this song. It was something different at the time as well, because they gave something in this particular song. It wasn't, I don't know if you could really call it metal. It definitely wasn't. Like I said, it was quite a sad sort of song, but a ballad type song, but had a really melancholy sound to it. I love it. So they're a Canadian band. It's off the Nature of the Beast album. So yeah, that was my number 12, April Wine, Just Between You and Me. Loved it. My number 11 had to be in it. So it's Black Sabbath, Sign of the Southern Cross, off the Mob Rules album. So obviously Dio, as you probably know by now, is my favourite vocalist for Sabbath. Tony Martin's probably behind, he'd be the second. Glenn Hughes done a great album with Sabbath. Although I know the Ozzy was a good period as well. He's my least favourite singer out of the Sabbath albums. I know I'll probably get killed for saying that, but it's just one of those things. Sign of the Southern Cross, what a brilliant song. Doomy, sort of slow, doomy track that's plodding but perfect for Dio's voice. Absolutely loved it. Brilliant song. Epic, as most Dio songs are that he sings in. So that was my number 11. My number 10, Whitesnake, Don't Break My Heart Again, from Come and Get It. So brilliant single from Coverdale and the guys. Voice was in top-notch form on this. You can hear everything. I love the way that Coverdale used to use his breathing in the songs. You could hear him taking breaths between the lyrics. I suppose it was all about the sex appeal of the guy at the time. Quite funny, but really effective as well. One of my favourite songs. I love the way the beat is in Don't Break My Heart Again. Just the way the song glides over that stomp and that real bluesy. Look, I'm not really into bluesy metal, as most of you know, but I don't know, some bands just do it right. You're talking AC/DC, Whitesnake are a good, they just bring something else to it as well. Absolutely superb song. My number 9, Iron Maiden, Rothschild, off the Killers album. So this is actually a staple in recent live concerts by Iron Maiden, they've included it a lot. I like the way Bruce sings it as well, but the original version is fantastic. Killers ain't actually, I like the debut album more than I did Killers. Just, I don't know, it's just one of those things. I know a lot of people think Killers is one of the best Maiden albums ever, you know. There's some good tracks on it, but Rothschild's for me is the standout track. Love the way that it's really heavy, and the way that the bass and the rhythm keep the song going. Bass and the guitars keep that song going all the way through. It's fantastic, you know. I think it kicks off on it with a lot of solo at the beginning, really hammers straight into it. Brilliant song. My number 8, Thin Lizzy, Angel of Death. So this is off the Renegade album. Thin Lizzy have appeared in a few of my lists of top songs. I think for me, album wise, you know, I didn't, they were sort of hit and miss for me. I mean, I know they had a lot of good tracks, but some that you throw away as well for me. And like I've said before, the singles for Thin Lizzy were fantastic. And this actually was a single. I didn't actually know until I looked into it. But it doesn't sound like a single. It sounds like an album track, you know. I remember the live version of this as well on and I think it was the Thunder and Lightning tour. On the Life album was brilliant. I think it kicked the album off, but what an excellent song, full of atmosphere. Phil Lynott, we missed sorely. You know, brilliant songwriter. My number 7, Van Halen, one of my favourite bands, off the Fair Warning album, Mean Street. Opening track, lovely guitar sound on this, so clear, and what a brilliant bit of rhythm section there from Eddie Van Halen. Those chords at the beginning and throughout the song are excellent. And it was the usual Dave Lee Roth, just, you know, not the best singer, but suited this song perfectly. Brilliant song, that. My number 6, bit of an AOR band, one of my favourite bands though, Journey, Mother Father, off of the Escape album. So yeah, I love Journey. You know, I think they're fantastic. I was a fan of the later stuff, you know, Escape onwards, I suppose. I wasn't into their jazzy, bluesy earlier stuff. It's just my opinion, just what I like. But it was hard to choose. From here, it's really hard to choose a song off of these albums. Mother Father's a bit different for Journey. I think that's why I chose it. A little bit more epic than they use. You know, it's not. They're really commercial band, obviously. It's probably less of a commercial song, but some great vocals by Steve Perry. An excellent tune. This is the songwriting on this is fantastic. Lyrics are excellent as well. That was my number 6. Number 5, Saxon and the Bands Played On, off Denim and Leather. So this album actually was full of excellent singles. Never Surrender, I think, was another one. Yeah, and the Bands Played On, I don't know, it brings back a lot of memories for me. It's another song again that starts with a solo, straight bang in there. This is a song actually, if I find it on a jukebox in a pub, I always put this on. It just brings back a lot of memories when I was a kid. Absolutely, it's one of my favourite Saxon songs. It's really fun. Love the lyrics, you know. It's just like, makes you feel like going to see them live, open field. You know, it's like a festival sort of, you know, the lyrics are absolutely brilliant. Straightforward lyrics. Superb song. Right, and my number 4, For Those About to Rock, AC/DC. Yeah, this is a great song. I was a bit disappointed with the album itself. Had a few tracks on it that I liked, but obviously following Back in Black was hard. But For Those About to Rock, I remember it hit the radio, and it was on the radio in the top 20 or top 40, and it used to play it. I used to record it on the tapes and stuff. I used to love this. This was like, what a song, what an intro to it. Love the cannons at the end. Absolutely brilliant track. This would have fitted right in Back in Black. Excellent song. My number 3, Def Leppard, Mirror Mirror off of High and Dry. This is an album where I was going through the songs, trying to find a song that I could have put a lot of songs on here from Def Leppard. Saturday Night High and Dry is one of my favourite tracks from them. I was really struggling trying to find a track, but Mirror Mirror is a bit of a deeper cut from them. I like deeper cuts from bands, but this album was just from front to back was superb. Absolutely superb. Really didn't know what to choose, but Mirror Mirror made it. Could have been a lot of others, but excellent song. My number 2, Rainbow, I Surrender. So my favourite Rainbow era is Dio, but I think Joe Lynn Turner did a fantastic job, made up the sound. The band sort of changed the sound for him. Very soulful voice, really melodic. What an excellent tone to Joe Lynn Turner's voice. And I Surrender could be one of my top tracks from Rainbow. I just love it. Even though it was a single and it's been played a lot, you know, it sounds really fresh for some reason. It is fantastic. Love that Rainbow, I Surrender. Another excellent single. I'm on number 1. Actually, a band that's appeared already on the list, and that's Sabbath and Falling Off the Edge of the World. What a track. What an absolute brilliant track. Bit underrated Sabbath track, I think. Not one of the better known ones, or a fan's favourite, but I just love it when it comes in after that little quiet beginning, and then that excellent guitar, that rhythm section, Tony Iommi and the bass guitarist and the drummer, absolutely superb. And then Ronnie's vocals just steaming it over that song. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So that's it. That's my 1981. Hope you like my list. Please put down any suggestions you think I might have missed. It might actually lead to a reaction if I haven't heard it. But no, I really enjoyed that. Hope you do as well. Please press the red button to subscribe down the bottom right hand corner. And cheers, and see you next time.